Hey, what's up? How we doing? This is BW Current 3 here, and I just wanted to give some of my thoughts on BlackBerry in general, and then also kind of give a little bit of comparison between the Classic and Q10. Um, BlackBerry, I've had them for only a couple years. I literally went on a limb and tried a Z10, and I love the phone. Great phone. Battery life sucked, but other than that, it was a wonderful phone. I love the gesture-driven BlackBerry 10 system where you just swipe up to wake it up and go back and forth to your hub and stuff like that. Had the Q10, had an issue with it where it wouldn't start back up, and then I ended up getting a Z30 instead. Once I got the Z30, oh man, talk about a great phone. That was like the best phone I've ever had. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And then you ask, hey, well, why don't you have a Z30 right now if it's so great? Well, I had bad luck with the Z30. The first Z30, I was moving, fell out of my pocket, and I dropped it before, but this time I dropped it straight on the screen on a raised piece of concrete. Like, sometimes like the erosion causes the rocks and stuff to pop up that's in the concrete or the asphalt, whatever, and it clacked the screen right on contact. So I got rid of that one. Got a Q10 to hold me over until I could find another phone or whatever, because I got a hell of a deal on it. Tried like the Q10, it was fun. It was just so small, and I said, you know what, I missed my Z30. I'm gonna get another one because the keyboard's amazing, the way it predicts your text, all that stuff. So I'm talking about the actual keyboard on the touchscreen. On the Z30 is a touchscreen. So I got the other Z30, dropped it in the toilet. After that, I said, you know what, I'm gonna get this Q10. I'm not worried about a phone right now. I'm not messing with it, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. So basically, I set the Q10 for a while, and then I got a hold of this Classic right here, and I think I'm in love. I got this phone, I got a hell of a deal on it. If you go online, look at the specs side by side, the Q10 and the Classic are literally almost identical, except for in size, and the actual addition of the track keys and all that stuff. So I said, you know what, I really don't need to. Might as well keep this and flip this phone, get some money out of it. But then I started messing with it. I started typing on it, and I said, you know what? I said, I like this phone. It's a little bit bigger. I can see things a little better. It's easier to type on. It's got these different keys at the bottom here, so now I can, jump back and forth to menus and don't have to worry about reaching up to touch on the touchscreen. I can just do them right here. I can back up. I can go straight to a call, which is the other problem. I had to click the phone button to go to a call, to actually start a call, not to answer a call. But I just click this button right here after it wakes up, and it takes me straight to my call menu. Okay? I like it. The keyboard feels like it's been broke in. It just feels like it types better. I have big fingers and big hands, obviously. So the Q10 was the keys were tighter and closer together. It's honestly, it's just hard to describe. I just like it better, and it's about what you like. And I'm just gonna show something real quick about a cool thing. I was doing puppy test here just for fun, but the cool thing about these the Blackberries of the keyboard is you can actually, let's find something right here, puppy link. You can switch over to reader mode because your screens are so small, whether it's on the Q10 or this on 10.3, and you can increase the text, yada yada yada. You have your shortcut keys, which is like right now would be like your page down would be your space bar, for instance. T would be for top, B would be for bottom, etc. And then the other cool thing you have is it'll read it to you.
Puppy Linux Community Home. Getting started. Overview on getting started. Don't throw away your PC. Make it new with Puppy. More about the Puppy project. Linux is a free operating system, and Puppy Linux is a special build of Linux meant to make computing easy and fast. Puppy.
And you can adjust that, speed of how she talks, all that stuff. The volume is really cool. So that kind of adds a touch to these keyboards when you really, you don't have a lot of room to actually turn to the side and read that text. The other cool thing about the Blackberries, like I said, I've had them for a couple of years, and I'm addicted to them. This would be like my fifth Blackberry in like a year and a half. Just from trying different ones, and of course breaking my Z30. That right there is two of them alone. But that wasn't the Z30's fault. That was 100% mine. I dropped it. Great phone. Speakers are amazing. I'm talking about it's like having a little Bose sound system, because it's got speakers up top and on the bottom, and it like radiates the noise around. the sound around. Blackberry, I just like them. I just love them. Love's a better word actually. And the cool thing about it is, like I said, the gesture driven. I don't have to press any buttons. I can always fling up, and that's on all the models. You have your home. There's usually a home screen between, but I knocked it out because it just saves me an extra swipe. But obviously, that home screen will open up once you open up an app. See right there, that's your home screen. So you can jump back out. You can slide over and look at your hub. Let me go back to that. Your hub is where basically everything is in one spot. Your text messages, your Facebooks, your all that stuff. It goes into one spot. It's always running. You can look at it all at one sitting from, most recent. You could also look at one thing at a time. Say I want to look at my Gmail. There you go. It's all right there. And it never has to be closed. It's always open. It's always running. So you don't have to worry about it loading. And you just jump back out. Then in this middle, this home screen, is where your open apps are. And what your open apps do is they actually become widgets. Instead of being on an Android or iPhone to where you basically have to, double click or go into a different menu to get rid of these open apps, your open apps are open. They're right here in front of your face. And like say you put the weather app up, stuff like that, a lot of these apps will actually run in the background. See? 70. My camera's at the best. 70 degrees, and it'll run on the background, and you can choose it. Oh, here's a trackpad, by the way. Trackpad is nice. You can choose it, and you can go into it, you can cut it out. You can either X out here, or now, since you have this command key, you don't have to reach all the way up there. You can press the back button, and you can get in and out of that screen and knock it out. Very cool. Other than that, that's my favorite part of it. It's not made for watching videos. It's not made for playing all kinds of crazy games. This is made to text, type, email, just your basic, anything you do in a business. It's a business-oriented phone, so obviously it's made for, you could basically run a business from this phone, honest to God. I do it during the season where I work at right now, in logistics, and we are so slammed that I literally walk away from my office and go on the floor, and I'm literally working as I'm walking, on this phone or on whatever Blackberry phone I'm using. The other cool thing is I've had the email server go down at the facility where, our internet, everything's still up, but our emails are down going to the server. I work there, but I've been able to still use the cell phone. The emails were still up on there. So there's something called Blackberry Blend. I click in and I can do everything on my phone, but I do it on my computer screen. I can actually type out emails just like I would be doing using my Outlook at work, which is a cool feature. It saved my butt a couple times. I'm sitting there working. Everybody's like, how you working? I said, well, I got a Blackberry. You should get you one. They're like, well, they're all standing around playing Jeopardy and screwing around. I'm working, getting my work done. I'm leaving. But anyways, that, and then between that and the link is cool, which is kind of like your iTunes of Blackberry. I'm not going to say it's like that because it's its own thing and it's a lot better. But the cool thing about it is, it's like, say you want to add music to your phone. It can use music from iTunes or Windows Media Player. And all you do is drop the song. You grab the song from the list, pull it over to your phone, or you can right-click on it and hit copy to, and basically drag the song and put it right on your phone. And it's not discriminatory like Apple's are. You can only put iTunes. You can only use iTunes to put music on there. It's not like the old school MP3 players where you can plug it into Jimmy Joe Bob's computer and get all his songs from his thing. That's the only thing that sucks about Apple, in my opinion, as far as music goes, is you have to buy it or you have to go through all this trouble and all these hoops to put it on your phone or on your iPod or whatever. But yeah, that's about it. And if anybody's got any questions, just shoot them down in the comments. This is just kind of a quick, spontaneous video, so if I said anything stupid or wrong, don't hold it against me. All right, you all have a great day. Thanks.